They've had to borrow the boats, and the flak jackets are homemade. But the guns are real, and their expressions deadly serious. They're volunteers, vigilantes in fact, who've made an ominous decision to tackle the traffickers and the people smugglers who treat southern Thailand like a transit lounge. Why do you do this?
Personally, I like the action. I like fighting. This is me. And I've got this great opportunity to make my country better.
The team have received a tip-off. It's thought that hundreds of Bangladeshis and Burmese Muslims known as Rohingya are being held in the area. Some of the 25,000, according to the UN, who've been shipped through the region this year. These local volunteers, these vigilantes, are convinced the human traffickers are out here, but it won't be easy to track them down. It's like playing a game of hide and seek with shotguns and rifles. The vigilantes spot a slipway and disembark. The traffickers have used this island before as a holding centre for migrants before moving them further south. Then, a team member called Churd Chai, who's a village chief by day, tells everyone to stop. They think there may be traffickers on the island, and the vigilantes set off in pursuit. What are you thinking?
A trafficker's boat is scouting around. We could hear them when we landed, but I think they left right away.
We've missed our prey, but one of their prison camps remains. Victims held here were probably trying to get to Malaysia, but the traffickers demand a ransom from their families before they take them across the border. This is one of a series of interconnected camps on this island, and they are completely hidden away. The people who stayed here have left all sorts of things. There's sandals and shoes, mobile phone batteries, and some people didn't leave at all.
Dead Rohingya.
Dead Rohingya, he said. There were 5 graves on the island. And over the last few weeks, unmarked burial pits have been turning up all over the country. The police have removed 35 bodies from this clearing near the Malaysian border, the majority thought to be trafficked Rohingya. Shocked by this discovery and the publicity generated, the head of Thailand's military junta gave his officials 10 days to eliminate human trafficking. And so far they've made 35 arrests, including government officials and senior policemen, all accused of colluding with the traffickers. The vigilantes say it's up to them to keep their communities safe, and with help from a local sheriff, they stopped a trafficking gang in January on the road that passes through Mr. Somchit's village. They erected a blockade, forcing pickups packed with 53 Rohingya off the road.
We fired our guns to scare them and stop them from escaping. We had guns, but so did the traffickers.
The team detained 2 members of the trafficking gang. One found the next morning hiding under a sink. As for those crammed in the back of the trucks, many were brought here to a shelter in southern Thailand, including a boy called Mohammed. He told us he'd been abducted in northern Burma, then forced onto a boat, a sinister side of the trade in human beings.
A
strange man asked me to come with him and gave me some fish. Then he tricked me onto a boat, put a blindfold over my eyes.
It's likely the traffickers would have sold Mohammed as a slave to the owner of a fishing boat, and the 10-year-old knows he was fortunate to be detained in Thailand, although it's not always easy to feel that way.
I left my home, my parents, my friends. I miss all of them.
Mohammed and the other children are safe, And they have the local vigilantes to thank for that. A group who've now set up their own checkpoint on the main highway. They're not professionals, but they're determined to make a stand on the front line of human trafficking. John Sparks, Channel 4 News in Khao Lak, Thailand.